Previously, we need to find a library. And now we continue.
Being in the presence of books has a placating effect on me. Ever since we entered here, I've been breathing sighs. Everything makes sense in books. Everything is carefully placed, planned out, logical, and clear. They reflect what I once admired in reality. Of course, reality doesn't offer much anymore. After all, here I am, sitting in the library of another world, my mentor tapping away at keys to find a man to kill. I wonder what kind of books a world with wars has. Ones with the bloodshed and suffering. As long as they're fiction, I might like to read them. As long as they're, Granted, I've lately found it difficult to determine what exactly fiction even is. Got it. I almost say that's good, but catch myself from automatic politeness. Nothing about this is good. I should have sabotaged that computer somehow. Well, I suppose all that's left for us is to murder a man. I give Cyrus a curious glance, to suggest a question, possibly one eliciting the whereabouts of the president. He seems to pick up on it. Don't worry about where he is. Don't worry about where he is. It's not like it would mean anything. Instead, I've got to tell support. We can't shift on our own to unconfirmed locations. I tell you this, though. The society is pretty open. The floor plan of the entire government building is online. This is terribly read. Found it on a website offering tours of all places. The president's office is on the top floor. We'll try going directly there. I break my glance and look at his computer monitor. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Cyrus lifting his wrist to his mouth and talking to it. And talk into it. I could eavesdrop, but I don't really care to, and instead turn to the holes of bookshelves. Now here's a thought. If there is an infinite number of words, and a supposed infinite number of worlds, then theoretically there is no limit to what has already been written. What has been written, right? That would mean that each world has their own unique writing, as own unique piece of infinite collection. How enlightening. We're going, Winter. Okay. I wonder how long I can keep up this charade of nonchalance. I'm afraid that as soon as I take it down, I'm completely aware of the severity and the sickness of the oncoming event. So I don't want to go. I don't want to see this. I'm going to watch a man die. I'm going to let a city be destroyed. I can't believe I joked about this. I completely relinquished my rebellion, and now I can't save anything. You could easily say that this was my fault, and wouldn't need to convince me. Sorry, guys. I could have done something. I could have tried harder. If this is a lesson, I want to stop coming. I must keep going, though, regardless of my feelings on the matter, really. I have to. I have to keep doing this. I have to keep dealing with him. If I'm going to allow this, then I can't hide from it. I look back at Cyrus. The coordinates have been sent to your ICD. We'll be going there together in 5. I lift my wrist and turn the small screen towards me. There are coordinates and a countdown showing. Cyrus is taking something out of his inventory. Before I even see it, I know what it is. A weapon. He pulls it out, and I am at a loss for words. I only know that this is a gun. from it vaguely being similar to the one from my textbook. It looks much stranger than the textbook gun, though, and seems disturbingly sinister. Perchance my way of thinking is warped by my perceptions. Hopefully not. I wonder how Cyrus got it. We aren't given any weapons for our work, but we're allowed to take things from the different worlds along our travels and store them within our inventories. Surely there's a story behind how that gun wound up with him. Surely there's a story how he got each of the doubtless countless weapons he keeps in his inventory. If I didn't loathe him... Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's how they travel, I guess. Ooh, nice jazz. My surrounding quickly change as the countdown reaches 0. I take stock of the new room, noting that it's practically furnished, yet elegant, with the same large desk I saw on the television sitting meters away from us. That is actually very pretty. I love that music in the background. Oh yeah. The same man is here as well, though this time he's standing, back towards us and gazing out of a large window. He naturally does not notice our arrival. There isn't anything visually or audibly spectacular about our teleportation from the ICD. Really? I would have assumed it had like a pop. Cyrus lifts his arm to aim, and everything crashes onto me. What do you mean? I stare at the trigger intently, and it is as though time is slowing down. Has slowed. I can do something. I can stop this. I should push him. I could swat the thing out of his hand. He doesn't have to go this way. There are other things we could do. You can't be so cold-hearted. No one deserves this. He's going to die. I can't stop this. I can't do anything. I cry out, too late, and soundless under the gun. But he heard me. Barnaby heard me. He turned, and I saw his face as he died. The scariest part is that his face in death was exactly as a normal face. And now I'll see it everywhere. He crumbles to the floor. Cyrus doesn't scold me for shouting. He just stands still at my side, pointing his gun at the president's corpse. I stare at the body and become aware of my breathing. I take in air and rattle as it fills my lungs. That doesn't make any sense. Unless you got something in your throat. You... This is literally the strangest experience I've had since I got here, and I'm not convinced it's real. I don't want to be convinced. I'm displaced and overwhelmed. I haven't even read novels like this. I can't react to something so fake. After a few minutes, Cyrus lowers his weapons and returns to his inventory. My neck creaks as I turn to witness the action, seeming abrupt in the stillness of death. He looked at his wrist. Obviously, I can't speak today. We are then returned to the street whence we started, some distance from the place. At the new location, I break my stupor and attempt to ground myself again. I assure my mind that this is all real, and knowing that it is, I soon look upon Cyrus with contempt. Wasn't that it? What are we still doing here? Guiltily, and need another drink perhaps. We need to monitor the situation. There may be more to do yet. In his case, doesn't that mean more people to kill? Whatever. I've done what I have to. Can I leave now? Frankly, I don't even care about my grade after this. Look. What? I turn to what Cyrus is directing my attention to, the walls of the TV from before. There's a small crowd gathered there, and over their heads I can see the instantly recognizable crest from Brighton's presidency displayed on the screen. Without a word, Cyrus moves to join them. I reluctantly follow, uncertain whether I'm going to like what I'm about to hear. This is an emergency broadcast system. This is not a test. Please pay close attention to the following message. This message will begin in 10 seconds. Then I stopped myself from using found out, or alternatively, caught you, realizing our company. Cyrus merely looks down at me for 3 seconds before gazing back at to the symbol. If the president is dead, then who's going to speak? His second or something? The message will now play. Oh, what? Sir, isn't that... Shh! It's the president dressed in the same brown suit, behind his large desk, in the same exact room that I saw him just die in. I thought this place wasn't magical. Isn't this necromancy? Cyrus' expression reveals like the mystery as usual, but I can see for certain that he is in no way nervous about this. Right, it can't be necromancy. Bridget Physics Winter, think with some sense. Cyrus probably killed a body double or something. Is his body double the right term? He killed somebody acting as somebody else. At least I seriously hope so, because the last thing I need after all this is wizards telling me, people of Brighton, do not be alarmed, for the news that I bear is no means alarming. The tape is to be played in the time of my death, to be more exact, the time of my assassination. The crowd gasps and murmurs, despite the president's cryptic message. Ah, right, of course, this must have been what Cyrus expected. The people shall now have a martyr. Vice President Haynes still shall carry out my duties, few as they were, from here on. He will also make certain of my final order is brought to fruition. My body tensens at his words. As I said, this is not alarming news. After my action today, I fully expected Gabriel's retaliation. I know what he means, and the crawling forth in my head, the realization that I, in my inaction, advocated this. Well, wasn't it? Of course, I hoped that I would be wrong. The second possibility, the likely one, the bomb will be launched and people will die. But the Gabriel elite seems to dismiss us. While unfortunate, it is their choice. Gabriel did this? I knew things were bad, but thought that they would start outright killing us. Never thought. It seems they're acting in a somewhat expected behavior, but none of them are calling for the death of Gabrians. It is not with pleasure that I issue the order for their deaths. My eye for an eye is a bitter philosophy. I wish there could have been another way. The missile has already been launched. Damn it. Wait. Hey, are we seriously gonna fight Gabriel? Is Barnaby crazy? Just because we got a military doesn't mean we can fight anyone. We don't stand a chance. We're gonna get slaughtered. Haven't you been keeping with the word on the street? The bomb is supposed to take out Gabriel. The whole damn city with one bomb. They're the ones that gonna get slaughtered. Good goddamn riddance. Far as I'm concerned, Barnaby nailed it. Gabriel should pay. Had their chance and they pissed it down the gutter. I like that person's voice. I don't even know if I'm doing these voice things. Hey fellas, we've been dying here for over 100 years. And for what? So Gabriel could sit on their lazy asses all day and watch us bleed? I say, let them learn something about what it's like to suffer and die. I plug my ears, but their voices pierce me. Yeah, we can do this. Barnaby fought and died for us. He's always been fighting for us. We shouldn't let his death be in vain. That's true. Man, I first heard his speech, I thought he was nuts. But maybe the old bastard Scott was right all along. Maybe this is how we should fight back. Kill the fucker. Let's show them what we're made of. What am I hearing? I do hope severely that we will be able to negotiate after this. Fuck negotiating. Shut up. We can't fight them. Are you serious? Are you insane? We're not gonna fight them. We're gonna fucking kill them. People of Brighton, I am sorry that there was no other path for us, and that other than that stained with blood. Jesus. Do not forgive me for my decision. I only pray that tomorrow will be a better day for you, and that my choice was a proper one. Good night, Brightons. It has been an honor serving you as president, as little as it ever meant. The crowd erupts into commotion, screams of praise, shouts of anger, but one overwhelming cry, "Give 'em hell!" I don't know what it means, but it sickens me. I immediately face Cyrus with the intent to spit on his shoes and slap him across the face. If only I could reach, but he drags me away. Sir? You've won, sir. You have your unity in blood. Where's your smile? Why aren't you happy? It's gone precisely as planned. Are you getting this? You just killed at least an entire city of people. And why? Why, I ask? Because you refuse to listen to me? Because you're so stubborn and... Because I couldn't stop you, you miserable shrewish murderer. Oh wait, F? What the old ass fucker. I can't believe this. How could I let this happen? This weight isn't something someone like me should bear. I can't bear this enormous guilt. The guilt at my incapability. This fury at your foolishness. This disgust at myself for my apathy. Why won't you say anything? Look over there. The whole congregation looks to the horizon, where there is a glowing light. Anger subsides into shock, which subsides into disbelief, and then acceptance. What comes with acceptance is sadness so sudden, thick, and powerful that tears fall from my eyes before I even realize they're coming. Millions of people are now gone. In a moment, just gone. Burnt up. I am to blame. I failed, absolutely and 100%. I allowed this ruination. Is that a word? Sir, you... I just can't believe you. I can't accept this. Why did you... An immense wave of sound and energy pounds through us, and I nearly topple over, held still only by tugging at Cyrus's shirt. Shit. Well, shit, Cyrus, what? That's all you gotta say after this? Shit of all things? Let me tell you what you should be saying right now, you murderer. You've fucked everything. Settle down. We don't have time for that. He nods to the light. That right there is a classic sign of a true fusion bomb. And that shockwave just tells us that we're too strong. It was too strong for our own good. For its own good. Ugh. Huh? Brighton couldn't test a nuclear weapon under Gabriel's surveillance, and it shows right there. They've used too much reactant, and it's become self-sustaining. But what? What in the world does that even mean? It means this whole world is dead. The reaction is going to continue until it consumes the entire atmosphere and left this planet a barren rock. Jesus. The whole world? What? He turns from me. We need out. Prioritize the student. The situation is hopeless. Wait. No, wait. Hold a second. This is impossible. What is he saying? It's gotten even worse? Ridiculous. It can't be. No. How would this even be? Don't tell me after all this happened, this is how it ends. Don't tell me that. Oh, don't tell me that. What, are we dead now? There's a weird version of heaven. The light was actually bright enough to dry my eyes. For a second, I'm pretty sure I've died. I thought you were so sure, in fact, that my concerns for Brighton's world are briefly overtaken by my personal ones. But then I realized if I were dead, I couldn't think. I look to my right and see Cyrus there, confirming the theory. We've returned home with one less world to worry about. High radiation levels detected. Please remain calm and wait for emergency medical personnel to assist you. High radiation levels? It's talking about us? Sir, what's going on? The events of the past 4 hours have totally beat me over the head. I sit reeling from the bar. Right now I don't know. I should despair over the losses or fear something at least. Really, I'm finding it difficult to think. I've just woken up from a very over-imaginative nightmare. We picked up some radiation from the blast, it seems. We'll be fine, though, right? Yeah. A disconcerting pause. After a few moments, the entrance to the room opens with a loud clunk, and some people in hazard suits enter, pushing a trolley along with them. Sir? This is just precaution. Relax. Relax? I need you both to lie down. Both to lie on your backs for us. Cyrus calmly does, but I do not. I'm gonna be okay, right? You will be, if you are on your back. And if I don't, I feel fine. Well, you should. It takes a while for the symptoms of radiation sickness to set in. Jesus Christ, radiation sickness. Mercy, I'm nervous. Everything was confusing before, but I can easily process a threat to my own life. How long? Well, it depends. The longer, the better. Now, could you please? And what happens if it comes on fast? Should I be worried? Hey, you'll just... Oh, crap. I'm freaking out. During said freak out, I noticed that she's motioning for another person to come in a suit to come over. Jesus. I can't read. We're going to give you something to calm you down. Hold it, I don't want to be calm. This is a perfectly appropriate way to react. If you let us work on you, you don't have any reason to freak out. We'll make sure you get over this. I do so grudgingly and absolute worry about it, and still absolutely worrying about everything else. The paramedic leans over me and from what I can tell, prepares to insert an IV. It enters with little pain, only a prick, but it's enough to make me think. After they don't stop. I cover my face with my free arm. I'm gonna die, aren't I? No, you're not. Look, you are positive you don't want to take something to calm down. Are you positive? You are a crazy freaking out person. It's difficult to talk while I'm choked, sobbing every second. I'm sure. I'm just so scared. I hate this. Alright, I'm going to explain what we're doing a bit. We're giving you a drug that will quickly clear the radiation out of your body and prevent the delaying effects of poisoning. Oh, that's nice. I should say, even though it does that, you're still going to feel the early symptoms of radiation sickness. And that is, it'll only be sickness, and you won't die from it. You're just going to feel really, really gross. So can we put you to sleep until the symptoms pass? No. Whatever's coming, I deserve it. I don't care if I'll suffer. Just please don't. I don't want to die. You're not gonna die. It's our job to keep that from happening. And we're pretty good at it. If you need any further reassurance, hey? You're not throwing up, right? No spontaneous bowel movements either. At least not yet. I'm gonna do what? Man. Just remember that it's going to suck. But you're gonna live. Your body's lost a lot of cells, and in that blast, it's gonna be bad until they've replenished. I want to go to my room. Sorry, but you have to stay here until the radioactivity has lowered to an acceptable level. I'll take you to the room once it's over with. So I lie on the floor, quietly sobbing to myself, and as if I'm medicated through gravity. I'm terrified, and I feel terrible. And I only feel more terrible that I'm not feeling quite as terrible enough. I'm the worst. You're overreacting a little bit. I mean, what are these tears even for? I'm not gonna die. Someone's already dead. A whole planet of someone's. Don't they deserve my tears? I guess now that I'm home, it's just easy to distance myself from it. Almost like it never happened at all. I know that's not true, but, well, it's all Cyrus's fault anyway. Even though I fought him tooth and nail, he's my superior, and doing that would be... I don't even want to mention his face. It makes a sincere effort not to look in his direction, even with him lying right beside me. I gaze instead at the black ceiling, trying my best to feel as empty and nondescript as I can. Alright, that should do it. The words break me from my self-induced trance. The person in the hazmat suit has since removed it, and when I turn, I am glad to find a bare hand and smiling face offered to me. Oh, that's nice. She is pretty. Let's be off to your room then. Okay, thank you. She helped me to my feet, which I find very unsupportive. I feel significantly weaker than average, which is saying a lot since I'm constantly aware of my natural physical weakness. You don't look that weak. I sway slightly, but I do not know if that is due to the radiation or my nervous being completely blah blah blah. I clicked that too fast. As a paramedic leads me to my room, I don't bother checking back to see if Cyrus is still okay. When we arrive, my roommate's standing against her bed, reading. She casually looks in our direction and withdraws at the sight of me. Ooh. Hello. Winner? Holy what happened? Not right now. How are you? I mean, do you need any help? Ma'am, is she alright? She'll be fine. I think she just needs to puke. Oh, that's nice. Ugh. The lady is right. On the long way over here, I started feeling right nauseous. I start leaning forward to indicate that I want to go to the bathroom. The medic notices and she lets me go. I stumble forward and take off in a sprint to the toilet. Then I reach there, I immediately toss up the seat and start vomiting into the thing. It's awful. From outside the bathroom, I can hear the paramedic's voice. Do you want me to stay with you? I open my mouth to answer, but quickly close it. It is not the words that are coming up. Sweet saliva washes over my tongue, and I grimace, spitting it out in a hurry. I feel the rolling hurt continue, and I keep trying to expel nauseating water. Ugh. On a fourth or fifth, or whatever, I'm not counting, attempt that comes out of the sticking drool, a wave of vomit arises. Ugh. That's disgusting. Oh my god. It passes through me violently, and tears form at my eyelashes. Breathing into the puke-filled toilet, I somehow imagine the answer her rather than blowing chunks again. I'll be fine. Blah. Oh, my stomach is gurgling. Panting over the room, I listen to the other room. You're her roommate? Yeah? Do you have anywhere to go right now? Or over the next few hours, for that matter? No, I don't. Great. Stay with her, please. She'll probably be in there for a while, but just make sure to call me if it gets any worse than it should be. Well, like how? How much worse should it get? Well, actually, it shouldn't get any much worse than this. I just want you to phone us with your Hall's emergency line if she's suffering too much and needs a sedative. All right. What is it anyway? Is it just a stomach virus, or is there something about her assignment today? The latter. She got radiation poisoning from an out-of-control fusion reaction. We lost the system. The air was completely burnt away. Waverly doesn't respond to this, and the silence is long. As to fill it, I throw up again. Don't worry, it's only sickness. She's not radioactive anymore. Now, I need you to listen. This is important. Make sure she doesn't eat anything tonight, okay? She should just fast for a bit. Tomorrow morning, though, get her to eat and drink lots of liquids. As awful as she feels, I need you to make sure she does. Can you do that for me? Yeah, I can. Well, that was two responses for the thing. Excellent. Hey, are you sure you don't need anything? Hearing this, I don't even consider. Although I'm practically in pain with all the gastrointestinal warfare, I think seriously deserve to suffer. You don't... I need some kind of punishment. I don't want to feel okay with what happened. What do you mean? No, I don't want anything. My stomach gurgling again. I close my eyes. I think I'm going to need to start sitting on this soon. Oh, no. All right. Your debriefing's been pushed back till tomorrow afternoon. In consideration, you should also try and visit one of the counselors tomorrow, or on the first of the week if you aren't feeling up to it. Don't let it eat you up inside. All right? Okay. Good. I'll be going now. Be sure to leave your roommate. You should have your roommate call if you need anything. Stomp, stomp, stomp. I can't see the paramedic leave, but I hear the door close. Oh no. I let loose into the toilet again. Gross. I flush and then roll over onto the floor. Whoa. Shit. Seriously? Already? I mean, hey! You alright? Alright, I guess that might have looked like I'd passed out. Although, that's how I feel right now. That could happen. Yeah. Stomach gurgling. Oh, no. I kick the door shut forcefully. Something's coming from somewhere else. Oh, shit. Sorry to be so plump. Gripping my abdomen as hard as I can through my sweat, I lower my pants and get onto the seat. Ugh. This is torment. Seriously. I don't know how long it's been, but all I need to pass something has passed now. But all that's needed to pass something seems to have passed. Whatever. I've since taken a shower and brushed my teeth for good measure. I crawl out of the bathroom and flop onto the linoleum. The bed, I'm assuming. Hey. I look at Waverly with what little strength I have. She looks upside down from here, huh? You look green. You're not Irish, are you? I can't do an Irish accent. Yeah, I'm gonna help you up. You shouldn't be in the bathroom all day. It's bad being in there. I showered. Yeah, I know. Oh, she's so nice. She bends down and takes me by the arm, lifting me with her own relative or something. But seriously, yeah, I understand. I think I'm done anyway. Well, there we go. That's good, Winter. Can you bring me to my bed? Oh, I thought the linoleum was the bed. Well, I didn't bring you up to bring you to mine. Wow, I didn't pick you up to bring you to mine. Wow. Are you hitting on a radioactive person? I mean, I totally would ship you, but... Come on. I don't want to drag you. To your bed or her bed? It doesn't matter what she wants. I lack the strength to move. She dragged me regardless. Flomp. When I reach the bedside, she tosses me onto my mattress. With her hands at the edge, she tips her head and looks at me. Yeah? Yes? Can you talk much? I think if I talk any more than what I'm doing, I'll spew. Ugh. Sorry. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I like their names, Winter and Waverly. She looks at me if she wants to say something else, but doesn't. I like their clothes as well. She pushes from my bedside and moves to hers. I hear it creak as she climbs into it. Hey. Yeah? Did you actually almost die? I did. The assuredness with which I speak my words somehow shakes me. I feel fear again for a moment, but it quickly passes. I'm alive and safe. It's okay. Waverly doesn't say anything, and I can't... I didn't die though, and my mentor didn't either. Gah! My eyes hurt and my head hurts. Waverly, can you turn off your lamp? I'm sorry. After saying this, I fall silent. Click. I hear soft footsteps, and in seconds it's dark. Yeah, I totally... It's almost a comfort, this void, but nothing right now could make me feel better. I apologize to Waverly again. She still says nothing, but I can tell that she has an answer. I don't know what the answer is, but it seems hard to say. That line though, my eyelids are heavy. Oh, that's fine. My eyelids are heavy and my skull is throbbing. I feel like I'm going to drown in sleep soon. That sleep that you get from medication, thick and unnatural. I don't though. I just feel weighed and queasy. I stare at nothing and listen to the settling of the dorms. I can hear people walking through the stone halls though, although it's late. Wind is swirling about the mountains. There's music coming from elsewhere, light and haunting. Slipping away from my consciousness, I begin to close my eyes. We never did pay for our drinks. Well, thank you very much for joining me, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this. Yeah, this is the end of kind of like Winter's Tale. So, thank you. And I'll see you in the next one. The story's pretty awesome at the moment, I have to admit. Cool. Cheers, guys. Bye.